Alright, no more fucking around. I'm shooting that bitch with an arrow. Can I nail it on the first try? It's a small target. There we go. So now I'm safe to move on to this next one. So I can just hop down there, get back up, and I'm gonna have to repeat it with the final, I guess, grappling hook target. I guess I can call it, even though only a small portion of that thing is the target to begin with. So I'm just going to use the hook shot to scout and see which one is the real deal. It's not this one. It's probably not this one either. So, let's see. Is it? Okay, it's gone, so it was a fake. And if I smash this one, it's a fake as well. So this one's got to be the real one. So, just out of curiosity, no, I can't hit it, so I'm just going to leave it be, I guess, because it's far enough that it shouldn't have the time to cause any havoc when I do get up there. So let's just get up there quickly. As you can see, there are 2 more bubbles guarding the exit of this room, so I'm going to have to be careful there. And this is a pretty precise jump. If you don't open the deku leaf at the apex of your jump, you're going to miss and you're going to have to do it all over again. Anyway, moving on to the next room, we have an entirely monochrome place. And look, it's Goma, also in monochrome, so I'm going to have to reset my items all over again, because one cool thing about... Oh, come on! Don't do this to me! Yeah, as I've said back at the beginning of this LP, this is probably one of the hardest boss fights in the entire game, not because it's any difficult by itself, but because the rest are so easy. Nonetheless, the hardest part is the very first one, where you have to get some sort of momentum going. But yeah, as I was about to say, in these boss fight rematches, since as you can expect, we're going to be refighting Kali Demos, Jalhala, and Mulgera as well. And you're only given the equipment that you had back then, in terms of, you know, the ones that you can equip to X, Y, and Z, because, of course, we have the Master Sword, we have the Mirror Shield, we have our 20 heart containers, and we have our extended magic meter as well, as you can see. So this battle is not that much easier, because most of the fight is spent, well, smashing Goma's armor with that slab of rock. So the fact that we now have the Master Sword, which deals double damage compared to the butter knife we had back when we fought Goma for the first time, is not going to do a whole lot of a difference. It's going to be... Oh, come on! I just wanted to... Okay, fine. Have it your way. I'll let you hit me once or twice. But, yeah, it's going to be more immediately obvious with Kali Demos. And then, whoa! I actually hung on there. This never happened to me before. I don't know after this cutscene whether I'm going to still be hanging from there or not. But anyway, it's time for the second form, which is naturally the easier one. So I'm just going to recover some health, get down there, and fight Goma's second form, I guess. So, as you can see, ow! Sorry, I sort of got carried away with the combo there, but yeah, I'm dealing a lot more damage to Goma with the Master Sword. So, okay, all I need is one more... I killed it with the grappling hook! I didn't even know that was possible! Well, I'm not complaining, I guess. So here we go. There's this picture of Goma that appears on the door, signaling that we're done. I'm just going to recover my hearts as well as my magic that I've used up in this last area. So we can now move on to the Forbidden Woods area, which is a lot easier than the Dragon Roost Cavern bit. As I said before, the Dragon Roost Cavern bit is probably the most annoying thing in the entire game. Not necessarily difficult. Now, excuse me, I'm going to have to put my items back since the game can't seem to remember them since, of course, yeah, because of what happened, that I just lost most of my items and then got them back when I defeated Goma. But yeah, the first time I played through this game, the Dragon Roost Cavern Room, okay, fine, I'll do it that way. But yeah, the Dragon Roost Cavern Room was so hard. I must have spent like hours on it trying to get through it because, well, I just wasn't as good at this game as I am today, but still. Nowadays, it's mostly a big annoyance, not necessarily something that's ultra difficult. And no! Shit! I was about to go for the platform, but then when I saw that that this one started going down, I tried to cancel it out, but as you can see, I didn't do it in time. As evidenced by the fact that I didn't just jump into the abyss. I like stopped on the very edge of the platform, and then I was just sent down. So that's my cue to be a bit more careful this time. So let's bring that thing down. And you know what? I think I'm going to wait one more cycle of this platform going down and up just to be absolutely sure that I don't screw it up this time. So here we go. Now I just have to propel myself like this. So we're going to be heading into this place with two platforms. I'm going to wait until it goes down in order to get to it, because once again, I'm not 100% sure that I can actually do it when it's up. So yeah, better safe than sorry, especially since I would have to redo all of this again if I screwed up. Now over there, 2 pea hats. Okay, this one seems to be going back, but no, it's going back forward. It's not. No! God damn it! Now I have to redo this entire room again. And come to think of it, I could have, kept pressing X in order to try and repel those pea hats. I mean, I didn't do it because I don't think of doing it because it just hasn't been that effective for me in the past. But it's something that I should try to Troll platforms rises just when I'm about to shoot the Deku Leaf, but anyway, this is something that I probably should think about trying a bit more often, because it could, I guess the idea is that it could be helpful. Maybe the execution is lacking a bit. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm gonna give it a shot on this attempt if I end up being in trouble. And I just want you to wrap your heads around this for a second. The super hard part that I usually fail miserably at, I only failed one time. But the super easy room, I failed at twice. Absolutely. Come on. Oh, wow, it actually sort of worked. But I'm just going to take care of this sucker here. Is there any... Okay, I was hoping for some magic, but hearts will do just as well. Here's some magic here. So moving on, as you might expect, we're going to have a rematch with Calais Demos. And if you thought Calais Demos was easy the first time around, wait till you see what having the Master Sword does for this fight. Of course, all you need is the boomerang. The other two items are just for show, I guess. So, once again, nothing has changed. You just want to chop down these vines with the boomerang and run away when it starts attacking you like this. And okay, it's starting to grow them back, so I really have to hurry. And down it goes, and can I kill it? Yeah! Did I kill it in one sequence in the back the first time I did it? I don't think so, but I think I came within like one slash or something. So, of course, with the Master Sword, you'll have no problem taking it out in just one cycle. Now I'm just going to use these skulls to replenish myself once again, and after that we're going to head to the Earth Temple section. The Earth Temple section, a lot of people consider to be the most annoying part of the game. For me, it's Dragon Roost. For others, it's the Earth Temple. But I'm going to show you a trick. If you really, really hate this room, I'm going to show you a little trick that will make that place into an absolute joke. So what this place is basically is one giant hallway with all those coffins, a lot like in... Okay, here we go. I was sort of wondering because, as you can see, it's surrounded by walls, and the Master Sword doesn't exactly agree with walls, but yeah, there's a lot of coffins, a lot like in that one room in the Earth Temple. But yeah, I'm just going to kill those enemies real quick because I'm going to need a clear path. Well, not necessarily 100% clear, but a mostly clear path through this hallway when I'm going to need it. So I'm just going to kill a few enemies. It's not really necessary to kill them all, I guess. So now I'm just going to... oh wow, only money, and there was a red rupee inside that piñata, so I guess the game was feeling generous. So, now, going up, as you can see, there's a switch. We're going to get to that in a bit. There's also some light, which means we're going to need it. And yeah, as you can see, there are Poes and there are black shoes. Now, the black shoes are mostly harmless for the strategy that I'm about to show you. What the game designers meant for you to do, well, you're meant to petrify the black shoes and use them as weights to press down those switches and then hurry up and go up the staircase that they unlock before it starts getting unpetrified. Because I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but if you leave them in this state long enough, they're just going to get petrified again. So that's what you're supposed to do, and it's really annoying considering how the time limit you're given is very, very tight. So yeah, try to possess me. It's just going to make it a lot easier for me to aim at you with this light. So I think, yeah, I'm just going to leave these black shoes there. They're really harmless, so there's not much of a point to going and kill them. So what I'm going to do, to press down this switch, if you don't want to use a black shoe, you can simply use this jar right here. It works just as well. Now, a lot of people tend to forget about that since most people use jars in Zelda games for refills. But, and of course, using them as weights isn't the reason why they put it there. They really meant for you to use those black shoes and really, really hurry up those stairs before they unpetrify. And there's another jar down there that you can use in order to, alright, I don't know why I went in that direction, but yeah, this jar you can also use to hold down the other switch that is just past the stairs, and that segment up there is extremely annoying, because, seriously, you have to do even more running since this time the light column is at the other end of the hallway, leaving you even less time to go to the staircase. And when you think you're in the clear, okay, I'm just going to open these, but just when you think you're in the clear, look at that. There's an animation of the Stalfos going up, wasting a few valuable seconds, and this can be enough to screw you over. So this is why using the jars is heavily recommended. I personally wouldn't do it any other way. If I destroyed the jars by accident, I would simply go out and re-roll the entire room rather than... No! I didn't want to pick up that skull, but anyway, you get the idea. Re-roll the room if the jars are gone. It's worth it, trust me, rather than going through that black shoe bullshit. Anyway, Valhalla rematch, the exact same thing as before. Charge up the hurricane spin and kill them all. It's sort of sad that they don't even let me finish my hurricane spin, because I could have easily killed like 2 or 3 more if it just let me go. So not going to go in that column of light quite yet, since, well, fire everywhere. And alright, I haven't looked at the timer for a while, and I'm coming up on the time limit once again, so I guess I'm just going to finish this cycle, kill a few more Poes, and after that, no! Oh, I was so close! Come on, hurry up! Kill it! Here we go! So I'm just going to let this cutscene go, and after that I'm going to save the video that I've done so far, so I'll be back in a second.